to the deck box once again, everyone. As you all want to see this Horde scenario thing, we're going to be showing you how to play Horde. It is a new format. It's pretty cool. So we're going to be kind of just showing you on the fly with 3 players. Usually we'll have 4 for this game, but we'll show you with 3 players and take you step by step through the beginnings of the game and then how to finish it up. I'm going to be behind the camera and I'm going to turn you over to the players themselves. Alright, today we got Alex, Wes, and Jeff.
Okay, so Horde is an offshoot using EDH decks. It's kind of a 4-player cooperative, kind of in the Left 4 Dead style. You have 4 survivors, which are the 4 legendary commanders of your team, and you're trying to survive against a zombie horde. The way the game starts, you have a 100-card Horde deck. It's an assortment of zombie tokens and spells, creature spells, spells that'll help them, that sort of thing. We'll get into how that works in a second. First thing you do is, normally it's for 4 players, and we only have 3. So the first thing to do is you set your life total. You do it much like you would in Two-Headed Giant. You all share a life total and take your phases at the exact same time. So first thing you do is you set your life total. Your life total starts with a base of 20 life, and you add 10 for each player. So because there's 3 of us, we're going to add 30 more life, and we'll have a starting total of 50. Then the Horde also has to shrink because we don't have enough players. When you have 3 player, for the full 4-player game, you use the 100-card Horde deck. But we're only going to use, it's about here, an 80-card Horde deck because we have 3 players. For 2 players, you bring it down to 60, and you bring it down to 40 if you just want to try to tackle it on your own. So now we have our 80-card Horde deck, and we've got our life total set, and we're ready to start the game. So the players all draw their hands of 7 cards.
I'm using Kresh.
I'm using Mael.
And I'm using a heavily modified Riku deck. So, here we go. We don't draw on our first turn because it's more in the Two-Headed Giant style. And we get 3 turns in total before the Horde makes its first, so we can kind of set up, because the Horde plays very quickly sometimes. So my first turn, I'm going to play... Let's go. We take our phases at the same time as well. Okay, so we've all taken our first turn. Then we move on to our second turn. We do draw this time. Here's something we should bring up. The Horde itself isn't a player, so if a card targets a player in specific, you are allowed to cycle that card. Basically discard it and draw a new one. It is a casual format and not all the cards are functional. It is an entity and it does control the cards. It is an opponent, but it is not a player. Also, the Horde itself is not a library and you cannot mill it out. The way you defeat the Horde is when it has no more cards in its entity of itself, and it has no creatures on the field. Therefore, you've survived the zombie apocalypse, basically. The Horde doesn't actually have a life total, but for every 2 combat damage you deal it discards a card off the top of it. So 20 damage means 10 less cards you're going to have to fight later. He's played a Moldiah Channelers, given it haste, and he's hit the Horde for 2 damage. So as we said, that would be 1 card off the top of the Horde. We'll do that now. It's a zombie token. Okay, turn 3 then. Everyone finished their turn 3?
Maybe we're going to combat step? Are we going to combat step?
Not yet. Remember the Horde plays, so we're going to want blockers up.
2.
It's true.
Okay, so we've all finished our turn 3 now, and we've chosen not to attack, so we'll have some blockers up in case it really comes out strong in the very first turn. Horde plays is it reveals tokens off the top of the library until it hits a spell, which counts as cast. The cards never go to its hand. It just goes directly to the field. If the Horde hits a non-token creature before it flips any tokens, it gets a second round of flipping. All of its creatures have haste, and all of them must attack. Any decisions made by the Horde will be made randomly as well. So here we go. Best way to go through it is, okay, token, Unbreathing Horde for 2. This token was discarded, and as we all know, tokens do not go to the graveyard, they cease to exist. So it has an Unbreathing Horde for 2, right? And it has cast a spell, so my Tauren Mauler gets bigger. So now, the Horde attacks. To choose to block a token. You guys?
The Unbreathing Horde.
That goes down one.
No, I want my outcast to live.
Okay. So that was the Horde's turn. It's finished, and now we go.
We'd be
Taking 2 damage from the zombie. The Horde never blocks attacks. Is something that should be mentioned.
Crush. On the command zone.
Okay. Is that it, you guys? Okay, so here we go. The Horde now untaps his creatures and makes a second round of flipping. Okay, I should explain this. We didn't actually have any zombie giants on hand when we built this deck, so we just used the back of Magic cards to represent the 5/5 zombie giants. Believe me, we looked. So it's regular token and Diagraph Captain. Okay, this is perfect. This showed up. There's another rule we have to mention with Horde. Lords never attack. A Lord being a creature that pumps other creatures of its type. So Diagraph Captains as well as Cemetery Reapers do not attack, but they support the rest of the Horde. The one thing we should mention, though, is Cemetery Reaper has haste and will use his ability to create a token immediately, if at all possible, and exile out of a random player's graveyard first, before hitting its own. And the token will obviously have haste and attack. Token and kill another one.
And I'll chump a token, and that'll be many counters for Krish.
Yeah, I'll chump the Unbreathing then. We'll kill 2 creatures here. We'll kill 2 of the tokens for sure. The Tauren Mauler.
Alright, keep a count on the
Crush.
number of... Keep a count for the...
We'll get a big crush if you sack a creature.
Okay.
Okay. Do it. Trade.
He's not gonna die though.
Why not?
Captain.
Oh, yeah, these things are big, eh?
But the channelers will die.
And this will continue every single turn with the players casting all of their spells, doing all their things, just like it was a 2-headed giant game, but with 4 people. And then the Horde will do their thing, as you've seen. And we'll come back in just a second with how this game comes to a close.
One more.
All right, bring you back into the game. We have gone about... How many turns do you guys think we've gone?
Guys.
7.
7 turns? It's been a while. And it's
Yeah,
starting...
It's worth it. I can make dragons if you...
But it's
starting to wind down. It's getting quite close. Either way, we'll see quite soon. So
Welcome
take a
to
look.
So what's happened here is we've been going back and forth with the Horde. It's been swinging in for a lot of damage on us, but we're trying to covering. We're down to 18 life now, but we have a massive Kresh who's going to mill out the Horde, and then we just have to deal with the flashback and what's left on the field.
What's that crush at?
Which really isn't that much. That's 50.
It's a 62-62 Krish.
A 62-62 crash.
We killed a lot of zombies.
All right, let's get going.
Swing in for 62 on Horde.
So you divide 67. That would be
32.
32 cards.
No, 33.
33? Okay. 1, 2. Do this manually here. 3, 4, 5, 18, 16, 17, 18, 5, 6, 7, 30. Okay. So I've milled out all these zombies. All these cards here.
Now, what is the final step that they have to do to win?
We have to clear the field, and the Horde's about to bring back a Moan and an army of the damned.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah, so if we can't actually kill that, our 18 life will not be enough.
Okay, so...
I got 3 blocks.
So Jeff, if you can wipe the field before the army hits.
I can't.
Nope. We lose then.
I have got some blockers though.
It's not enough. We need probably 20 blockers to survive.
Well, I have 3. We gain life off the Transcendent Master.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Nope. I don't think I want to finish playing this out. Like, it's just a lot of zombies. A lot of time.
So explain what happened there.
So what happened is we finished taking out the actual Horde, and we just needed to finish off what was on the field to win. The big issue here is though that the Horde has both of these in the graveyard currently on top of another grave crawler. So when the Horde's turn hit, everything would untap, and it would gain 15 zombies from these, plus what was already on the field, and swing in. And we just didn't have enough blockers to handle that. We didn't actually have any mass removal on the field fielded in time either to deal with that. So the Horde swings through, finishes us off. We came close, but we didn't get it. I'd like to mention before the end of it, just for some rules, people, the Horde is capable of producing infinite black and blue mana. Blue is a little addition we did because of some of the Dark Ascension and Grimgrin from Innistrad. We decided it should be able to have infinite blue mana. Another thing, it can maintain a hand, but it will play them out immediately. And the order it does things is on its turn, it will play cards out of its hand, followed by flipping, and then doing its flashback out of the graveyard and unearth. And as for the composition of a Horde deck, you're looking at probably 5 zombie giants, 60 zombie tokens, and about 35 assorted spells of your choice. If you're curious on wanting to build one, it's a great format.
All right, and that is essentially how Horde works. So thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and hope you try your own Horde things out. Let me know how it goes in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you again real soon. And as always, roll for choice, people. See ya.